Sunday from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Game 5. Game number 4 of the 24th.
This is NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Cardinals going up against the New York Jets. We are at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Now let this play see what I have to do.
We'll see Sam Darnold and the New York Jets taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. Sam Ficken with it teed up, and away we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cardinals coming out, led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10 and 1 with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated his team and has him on a really good upward trajectory.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Murray, Fitzgerald on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Murray now on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face. That's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami Wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason, ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He's finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On 1st and goal, Drake. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his 3rd year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
Year 3 now, Sam Darnold, the starting quarterback of the New York Jets, and as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, had to play through some sickness and injury. But the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they gave up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here's the game's number 3 all-time rusher, Frank Gore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot down. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gore in here on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the ex-Florida Gator, LaMichael P-Ride. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds P-Ride out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now comes Kenyon Drake and the Arizona offense to take over. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Murray now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker. CD but lost the most important thing in football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. P-Ryan, draw play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The football going back over to Arizona now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Time ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Caught left side, Hopkins. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes. 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
First down, Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Murray got his head complete over the middle. That's Arnold. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Gardner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 2. From the gun, Murray. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Keyshawn Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin Go ahead and take this one. Go to the locker room, start over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going up top for Herndon downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the former number 1 overall pick, Kyler Murray. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. That would definitely help as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And now another one thrown incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After knocking the field goal through, Finken now kicking off. On the return, Isabella. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. That play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Now, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold Throw complete to Herndon. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 17 in the first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the draw, Pirine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Another carry now for Gore. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from the yard out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when they have to make the call, they already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Ficken for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time was a pretty well-played interception.
Got some confidence.
See what happens. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray now. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, there's young guys who can move around a lot. They keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds. A big chunk of real estate covered on a scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes him manageable now.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
pressing decision here because I think you got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the second quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the fourth, you can't come away with nothing.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this in a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith depth. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Arizona's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now goal. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Ficken's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, That's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
After knocking the field goal through, thinking now, kicking off. On the return, Isabella. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 20-17. A minute 25 to play. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. To throw is Murray. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Murray to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but it'll be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. Back to throw. Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
But when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Yep, there you have it. The Jets are winners over the Cardinals, 2017. And that end this stream. And I'll be back with another live video for my week 10 NFL picks. And then after that, that's my last stream of the day. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you soon.